Mendola kept under control the head coach, Mr. Tommy Nedley. And the return players. First we have Lisa Score Minnickbach. There was Jennifer Ostrich. Missy Evanish Smith. Michelle Tippett Antonacci. Susie Danier Taylor. Tina Stravinskis Waltz. And Christine Roach. Here's your coaches and players from the Lady Vikes at Happy Day in Hershey when the state title came back here to Riverside. We remember it well. Congratulations, coaches, players. Now there's hardware coming up from Superintendent Paul Vernon. Championship trophy, how could we forget it?
No idea how that happened. How did that even start?
The Lady Vikes and their coaches. Oh yeah.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Riverside for tonight's broadcast here on YouTube Live. John Mendola Show. Sid Michaels-Kavulich with me tonight. And Sid, great to see you. And great to honor the 1987 Lady Vikes tonight.
Yeah, John, it was. Brought back some great memories of that year that this team won the state championship. They all look great. Coach Tom Nagley back. Really good night here.
Haley Tilbury right to the rack and right in, and a foul will be called there on Mountain View. Will go against Lucy Adams, and a nice job there by Tilbury taking it right in.
I'm surprised, John, as I look at this Riverside roster, only 2 seniors on the whole team. So Coach Jack McKaylo has a lot to look forward to over the next 4 years.
Yeah, you're going to see some great freshmen on the floor tonight for Riverside, and some of these other underclassmen do complement the rest of the team. Lizzie Spindler in attendance. Of course, she is now a freshman at Binghamton University as Mountain View moves the ball around, trying to go inside. That ball is off the mark by 15. That is Mackenzie Bell. And now it will go back. Antonacci Rose over to Tilbury here for Riverside in a half-court set. Nanticoke dominated West Scranton, a feisty West Scranton team. Shot there by Taylor goes out of bounds, and it will remain Riverside basketball. Boy, Nanticoke, a lot of pressure today against West Scranton. They'll see them on Thursday, whoever the winner is between these two tonight, Mountain View and Riverside. Riverside really had a good game against Delaware Valley the other day. Outside shot, Taylor off the mark. Battle over there for the rebound. Satil back outside to Antonacci, and then back over to Tilbury inside, and then kick it back out. Satil for the 3 ball, a little short, and Mountain View takes over.
And don't forget, when you lose a player like Lizzie Spindler, who has been the center of this program as the ball goes up, one miss and then the rebound and put back up and in that time by Mackenzie Bell. But when you lose a player of Lizzie Spindler's caliber and then come in with a heavily laden underclassmen team, Jack's done a good job here, Jack McKaylo.
Yeah, absolutely. And Antonacci to the rack, gets it to go. Julie Antonacci, great outside game, but has some ability to drive as well.
We're seeing Riverside try to go into the low post game, and now Antonacci driving down the middle and moving the ball pretty well.
3-point ball there for Mountain View. The try by Erica Freely, no go, and now will be Tilbury coming the other way. Gets rid of her. Now Rose down the lane. Pretty good with that left, and Taylor comes in. She throws the left up. Off the mark, battle by Rose, but a rebound. Nice hustle over there by Mackenzie Bell. And now Mountain View will try the half-court offense and see if they can try to get by this pressure here of Riverside.
And Taylor, of course, her mother played with that championship team, Susie, 30 years ago. She's here tonight watching her daughter play, as are a couple of the other players.
Antonacci with the basketball back over to Tilbury. 5:52 on the clock. Now it is Natalie Satil with the basketball, looking for a little Riverside Lady Vikes offense. Nice defense there. Swatted away, and now coming down the other way is Freely, and she is going to get fouled by Satil, I believe.
Satil had nothing to do. Good play by her because it was a layup. She didn't stop it. So she makes a stop and now forces Freely to go to the line.
A veteran official crew of 3. A couple of those guys do the college women's games, and now we have some more veteran officials here for this game. And the Taylor Lions Club, what a fantastic job they do in sponsoring this thing every year.
They've been doing this. I don't even remember how many years already, but if you remember years back, there was a couple of the McGrain tournament, the Munley tournament in Wilkes-Barre, the Lina tournament here, and there weren't many more. And now there's the Taylor Lions came along, and a number of tournaments, the Turonis tournament up in Carbondale, and a lot of good tournaments around it to give these kids a chance to play.
Antonacci's shot is off the mark, and Mountain View will rebound here. We're tied at 4 apiece after the free throws here for the Eagles, and Mountain View playing kind of feisty here early on in the first quarter. Evans now knocked out of bounds. That is Freely, I apologize. And it will be Mountain View ball. Satil there on the defense at the 5:06 mark. John Mendola Show, YouTube Live. We appreciate you joining us for each and every Riverside Lady Vikes home game this season. Sid Michaels-Kavulich with me tonight, and it will be Riverside basketball.
You mentioned Dennis Mishko as one of our officials here today. Dennis has been around, not to show his age, but he's been around since I was a kid. Basketball coach at Keystone, soccer coach at Keystone, official. Really one of the great sports figures in this northeastern Pennsylvania area.
Antonacci's shot is off the mark. Rose comes up with the rebound. I'm sorry, Tilbury. And off the mark, Tilbury gets her own rebound, and she is going to be fouled. Bishko always seems to be in really good shape. He's a fit fella, huh?
You're not kidding. And like I said, look, running up and down the court, and he's been around a long, long time. And tribute to him, obviously. And I mean, that's one thing that is got to be the toughest thing is an official, because everybody always hates you.
And you know what? The guy never seems like he ages. Mishko seems like he's looked like this for 20 years. So.
Yep. At one point of a game, every single person in that gym is going to criticize the job you do.
Yeah, tough gig, and they're hurting for officials on every aspect. Tied up there, Haley Tilbury, one of the toughest players you'll see here for the Riverside Lady Vikes. It'll be a jump ball, and Mountain View will have it. 5-4, the lead here for Riverside by 1, and Mountain View coming in with the inbound. And they will get it out, tipped by Tilbury. And now it'll be Freely, long shot, off the mark, rebound, Natalie Satile.
And Riverside trying to push it up court. The drive and the layup is good that time. Good move that time for Riverside by Antonacci again.
Yeah, Antonacci, pretty much a complete player, that's for sure, but again has that outside ball game. Now we'll see an outside shot here from Mountain View. Nice stroke over there by Lucy Adams.
I'm looking at the Riverside roster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and 4 juniors. Just 2 seniors on this team. Impressive.
Inside Taylor, but stripped away. Great defense by number 21, Samantha Jones, and then the shot there for the Lady Vikes.
Not giving up. The first thing you learn, always following the basket, following the shot and sticking with it, and Riverside have paid off for them.
Contact there by Taylor. We'll get a foul on her. So aggressive play there, and Mountain View will take the ball out of bounds. Ashley Kilmer, the head coach for Mountain View, assisted by Whitney Twining. So the ball on the ground. Satile trying to grab it. And good gritty play there by both. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take an audio timeout, and we'll be back here on YouTube Live. All right, after the quick timeout here from Mountain View, 9-6 Riverside, up by 3. John Mendola, Sid Michaels Kavulich with us for a little bit tonight for the Taylor Lions tournament. That shot is off the mark. Not a bad try there. And then stealing again, Erica Freely's playing some nice basketball. And Freely now looking for an open eagle. And that is Lucy Adams. Adams stopping and a popping.
Nice turnaround shot there by Adams that time, and cuts it to a point. You know, John, we were talking before, 30 years ago, Riverside, it was, I believe there were only 3 classes at the time in high school sports. Class A, Class AA, and Class AAA, and it seems like you can't get that small, tiny school. There, you have your exceptions, Old Forge, Dunmore, but those tiny schools find it tougher and tougher to compete anymore against, even in their own class, because of charter schools, because of OTEC schools, and because of the rules that they have to follow now.
Yeah, a little tougher. Riverside, good hustle over there to keep things alive. They're up 1, 2:43 to go here in quarter number 1. The Taylor Lions tournament, game number 2. Nanticoke defeated West Scranton in game number 1. Natalie Satile with the basketball. Back over to Taylor, the freshman. Taylor goes up, and she will get fouled. So nice job there. Mountain View playing feisty, and the foul will go against number 21, Samantha Jones.
Taylor went in with the left hand that time, something that I think is a lost art among players, being able to switch hands. And I remember when, in the days when you and I were in high school, well, me before you, basketball practice, you always had to do those left-handed layups, or else you got hecked from the coach.
Brianna Olanovich is now in. She could be a sharpshooter out there. Plays plenty here for the Riverside Lady Vikes. 2:32 on the clock. The second free throw, no go. It is a 2-point advantage here for the Lady Vikes tonight. We will be back on Thursday for the championship game. Nanticoke will play either Riverside or Mountain View. Rose there gets it. Now Taylor with the left hand coming down, switches over, and drug the foot. She will be called for the walk, as Dennis Mishko has seen that a few thousand times in his career, that's for sure. Fun family traditions for you, Sid, over the holidays while we're talking. What's one of your fun things that you like to do?
Well, I'm a shopper, John. My daughter and I used to do it with my mom, and since she passed away, now my daughter has taken over the mantle from her, so to speak. But we were up Black Friday morning at 1 a.m. and at 2 o'clock we were on the road, John. I love it.
That's awesome. Well, Riverside hustles.
But don't tell anybody.
And here we go, the Lady Vikes of Riverside back with the basketball. They'll kick it around. Antonacci with the runner in the middle, gets the roll. Beautiful play, 12-8, 4-point advantage as we get Mountain View now trying to break some pressure, get it up court. Nice effort there, and then knocked out of bounds. Good effort by Taylor to hustle down.
It was a 2-on-1, but again, Taylor made a nice play, and maybe on that play it was maybe a choice of one too many passes for Lucy Adams. Maybe she should have taken it right to the glass.
Abigail Neary, number 1, is a quick player. Here she is with the basketball. Outside shot, little off the mark. Sotil gets yet another rebound, being in the right position over there. And Riverside likes to try to force that extra pass here, which works for them. They're up 4, trying to get it to 6 or 7. 1:31 to go in a turnover. I said early in the season, Riverside had a bunch of turnovers. They've corrected some of that stuff, but again, being such a young team, you're going to have that stuff. But I like Mountain View's attitude here in the first quarter. They look like they've come off the bus ready to play.
They do, and again, moving the ball well. Adams, a couple of nice shots inside, and there's a big steal right there.
Antonacci draws some contact. The foul will go against number 44, Lucy Adams. So it will be Antonacci headed over to the free throw line, and we'll get some substitutions here for the Lady Vikes.
You mentioned Sotil a couple of times on rebounds. One of the smallest players on the court, but yet she's playing that low post on defense, and she's able to box out and get some rebounds in spite of that.
So it is Elise Karpinski coming in. And back in is number 21, Haley Tilbury. And boy, Karpinski is another tough. I mean, that's a three-headed monster. The 3 freshmen that come in, they're all nice-sized young ladies, good height, good ability, and they hustle a whole bunch. So it'll be interesting. See Karpinski here for this last minute here of the first quarter will be pretty fun. Steal by Tilbury, showing her feistiness. Pretty good softball player. Olanovich, now it'll go back over to Rose, tipped away, so it will be okay for Riverside here offensively. Again, feisty defense there by number 44, Lucy Adams, and a little too feisty right there by Samantha Jones. But hey, you always want to see them play a little bit more aggressive. That'll be another team foul with 58 seconds on the clock.
You know, too, John, though, I'm looking, it's 13-8 with still a minute to go in the first quarter. The teams are putting up points on the board, and so many times today you see teams with 2 and 4 points in a quarter, but both teams able to put the ball in the basket here.
How about that shot by Rose? Nice little left over there. Beautiful play, 15-8, 49 seconds. Mountain View coming down, trying to keep it moving. Right to the rack, doesn't go. Rose with the rebound, she'll come down, try to get a little transition. Antonacci gonna come right in, and she lost it, and it will be Mountain View basketball. So good effort there, but just sometimes you lose the ball.
And again, 2 good plays, too, because on the break they took it right to the basket. They didn't hesitate at all, went strong to the hoop. I mean, she lost the handle on the ball, but still, it's what you want to see out of your players.
So it'll be Lucy Adams trying to bring it up. Tilbury right there, and then it goes off of Mountain View's hands. 15-8 the score, 27.3 seconds to go. John Mendola, Sid Michaels Kavulich here on YouTube Live for the Taylor Lions Tournament. Nanticoke defeated West Scranton to game number 1. This is game number 2. Championship will be Thursday. Bree Olanovich now with the basketball. Back over to Bree, trying to get an open into a tight quarters there with Tilbury. And then a kick, the clock at 8.4 seconds. So Riverside trying to be efficient here to get one last shot. Antonacci could be a 3-ball for her. Let's see if they try to get her set up. Tilbury coming over, kicks it out. Antonacci in the corner, nails it. And that will be quarter number 1, 18-8. Sid Michaels Kavulich with us here, quarter number 1. We'll take a quick audio timeout. We'll be back here on YouTube Live. All right, we're back here at Riverside. John Mendola, Sid Michaels Kavulich, 18-8 after quarter number 1. And now we're into quarter number 2. And Mountain View will come down and try to get a little half-court offense set. And Sid, it's been so tough to kind of get a conversation in it with you here because it's so fast-paced.
Yes, yeah. I'm looking, though. I like what Riverside's doing. They're playing the inside-out game very well. And, I mean, some of the shots aren't falling inside, but at least they're going to eventually.
So Satil checks in, and so does Taylor, and a runner here, and now we're going to get a foul. I think that's going to go against Tilbury, so a nice effort over there. Will be against Haley, and Erica Freely, she's a senior, has shown a little bit of spark tonight.
I'm looking at the girls and coaches from that team 30 years ago sitting across the court, and just think about what a great run that is. And any school, any team that has an opportunity to make a run at a state championship, it's such a magical time, not only for the team, obviously it's going to be with that team forever, but for the whole community, as we see with places like Dunmore, with Old Forge, Southern Columbia, where the town just is electrified, and it's great memories. Yeah,
and blocked there after the free throw, and coming the other way, Neely, and nice left layup. 18-11 now. They're only down 7. Coach Mikhailo is hoping that we'll get a little offense production here out of Riverside and run the set they're looking for. Olanovich with the basketball, gets it over to Karpinski. Karpinski inside ball game. So Teal kicks it back out. Taylor, and we're going to get a 3-second violation. Will come the other way, and Jack Mikhailo right now looking for some pressure on these Eagles. Again, Ashley Kilmer, the head coach. She's got 6 freshmen on this roster, and now we'll get a turnover here, Riverside, offensively.
That's, again, also, as you look at Mountain View, I didn't even notice that. You're right. Another team, well, they have 4 seniors, but heavily laden with the 9th and 10th graders. And Mountain View, another team that has some good things to look forward to in another year or 2 or 3 even.
The one thing you have to like is the aggressive play right now of Mountain View and keeping their head in it. They're only down 7 here. They've had a couple good positive plays in a row here to start quarter number 2. So Riverside's got to be all over it right now offensively. How about that catch and shoot quickly from Olanovich, but it didn't go. But, you know, just a quick reaction there. Now here comes Mountain View the other way, trying to set up quickly, and stripped over there by Natalie Satil.
Nice defensive play by the Lady Vikes right there. And now they have a chance on offense to add to that lead.
6:21 on the clock. They're going inside ball game, Karpinski, and they call a travel. So now we'll get a substitution in. It'll be number 30, Julia Antonacci, into the ball game. Also, Kayla Rose is back in. So Rose is in. So right now you got 2 freshmen on the court. And that ball will go out of bounds by Mountain View. Our superintendent over there, Paul Brennan, making sure everybody's safe and healthy. 6:11 on the clock. 18-11 the score, Riverside. Here comes Natalie Satil with the basketball in the half-court set. Now back over to Taylor, inside to Rose. Rose knifing through for the bucket.
Again, that inside-outside game by Riverside, and it's working to a T right now against this Mountain View team.
Well, one thing that it seems to be a lost art right now is big man moves underneath, and these young ladies like Rose and Taylor Karpinski, they have some of those big man moves, and those are important in the game of basketball. It's not all about the threes. Those twos are important.
Well, I mean, I saw that in the years that, and you were with us for a while at WBRE working, that probably the best thing and the worst thing that ever happened to high school sports is ESPN. Because these kids watch ESPN, and it's always the dunk, it's always the three-point shot. It's not the fundamental move. It's not the nice pick and roll. It's not the nice give and go, and a lot of them seem to forget that.
Well, here we are, Mountain View in the half-court offense, so to speak, because when they get in and off that pressure, good save over there, good hustle, and then great job there by Satil of keeping it alive, and she is okay as Julia Antonacci kind of holds the ball for her. And she is going to shake that off. 5:14 on the clock, 20-11 the score for the Lady Vikes, leading the Mountain View Lady Eagles right now. Here comes Antonacci, and she gets taken down. Hustle by Rose, doesn't go. Kept alive over there by Taylor, throws it up, and she gets somebody's arm hanging on her. And she'll head to the free throw line. Dennis Mishko coming over to say who. I think it's 15 will be the foul, so Mackenzie Bell.
Good play. Riverside not giving up inside. I mean, second and third shots time and time again in this game, and it's resulting in those trips to the foul line.
Lanovich is in there. Now, Mountain View brings in a substitute. 4:59 on the clock. And up and in there for Taylor. So they've doubled them up right now quickly. They are up 11. John Mendola, Sid Michaels, Kuvulich, giving you live high school basketball here on YouTube Live. And Taylor holding on to the ball as Mackenzie Bell tried to move Tilbury. And back comes Riverside.
Yeah, Riverside possession, so they get the turnover. Good defensive play down here and good heads-up work.
Tilbury with the basketball. Antonacci open in the corner. Tilbury takes it to the rack, and then it gets tipped away, and Mountain View has it now. We'll try a little transition basketball. They get it up court with 4:32 on the clock. It'll go over to Erica Freely. Freely looking for a jump shot here, and she hits it.
Yeah. Nice shot from the near wing right there. Stop and pop, and she got the nice arc on it. So Mountain View hanging tough.
22-13 right now, 4:15 on the clock. Olanovich is open, and she takes it high off the glass. Does it go? Rose draws contact and gets the roll in. Nice job.
Like we were talking earlier, Riverside hitting the boards and getting the rebound and getting the follow-up too.
16 fouls for Mountain View, 14 fouls for the Lady Vikes, and they have transition and an open player and a walk we will get.
They ran the fast break and broke the press to perfection, other than she took one too many steps. But in the NBA, that would have been good.
3:47 on the clock. It is Taylor, knocked away there, and coming back the other way. No travel call there. They call that a jump step. Lucy Adams, credit to her, 24-15.
That seems, you never used to see that jump step. It was always a walk in the old days. Now it's never a walk.
Here comes Rose battling inside. Lefty got it to go. Kayla Rose has got to be the leading scorer so far for Riverside. She's had a few battles there underneath and done a real nice job. 3:11 on the clock. 26-15 travel. Another turnover here for Mountain View. And we'll get a substitution as Karpinski comes in. So Elise, the other freshman, coming in here for Taylor.
I'm really impressed with that inside game of Riverside. I mean, for these kids being so young, and they're persistent inside, and once those, again, I know I repeated myself, but once those shots start falling, this is going to be a tough team to beat.
Antonacci outside, three ball hits it. Timeout.
Well, the inside-outside game, and Antonacci nailing it from three-point range.
We'll take a quick audio timeout here on YouTube Live.
And we came home and
All right, we are back here at Riverside. There's 3 minutes left on the clock in the first half. John Mendola, Sid Michaels Kavulich, giving you Taylor Lions Club basketball. And the Lady Vikes have built a 14-point lead, but Mountain View's still hanging tough and playing feisty. Doesn't seem like 14 to me, the way Mountain View's kind of hanging in there. Shot there off the mark, and Riverside comes up with it. Transition points here. Here's Antonacci. Driving with the basketball, no foul called, and one. Got it!
nice move that time. I mean, nice continuation move. She moved the ball. She picked up the ball, moved it around the defender, was able to lay it up and in and get fouled on the play. Riverside 31 now, starting to pull away, and we'll see if another thing too about this tournament, John. It's great because Nanticoke is going to face the winner of this team, of this game, and tough team. Nanticoke, one of the better teams in the area, so a good challenge for whomever wins this game.
Absolutely. 17-point advantage right now for the Lady Vikes of Riverside. They keep working a little bit more for Coach Jack Mikhailo. Mountain View showing some pressure here. Tilbury going to drive by everybody, but we got a foul on the floor. So that foul will go against number 44, Lucy Adams, another senior on the squad.
Yeah, Riverside in the bonus, so they'll be going to the line for the last 2.5 minutes of this first half, and that's number 3 on her already, on Adams.
Rebound, Karpinski doesn't make it, and Mountain View now coming back the other way. It'll be Freely. Throws up a prayer and almost hits it, and it will be a foul here on the Lady Vikes of Riverside. It'll go against Tilbury. That's her second foul.
I don't even know how she got that shot up, John, because there were 2 Riverside defenders there, and it almost went in.
Freely good from the free throw line. Taylor will come back in. Karpinski heads over to the bench. We'll get one more free throw here from Freely. Doesn't make the mark, and Rose now back to Taylor. It'll be Bree Olanovich.
Looking, 3 of those 4 seniors on this squad start for Mountain View too, so. But good seasoned ball players, and you could see in their play, Freely, Adams, you could see their tough play. And there's Riverside inside again, and it just, again, inside, just missed, rolled in and out.
Good ball movement there. Rose will head over to the free throw line, 1:57 on the clock.
And you know, John, this is great that you're able to do this for the fans, wherever you, whether it's here at Riverside, you said you were at SEM the other night, but to be able to just go on your cell phone, your smartphone, or on your computer at home and be able to watch the game is a great thing. And hope you all have all the luck and success with it, and you're able to continue to bring the games to the fans.
Yeah, we're appreciative of Coach Jack Mikhailo's vision over the years and what he has wanted, and we're just trying to keep taking steps every time, and we'll get to travel here on Mountain View. But the Lady Vikes Booster Club is outstanding, and in fact, I wouldn't be remiss if I didn't mention that tonight's game is sponsored by Diane Haddock Studio of Dance. For over 30 years, Diane Haddock Studio of Dance been a fixture in the Riverside business community. A number of Lady Vikes basketball players study at the dance studio over the years, while 3 Haddock sisters, Morgan, Madison, and Mackenzie, all been on this Lady Vike program. And I thank Diane Haddock Studio of Dance for her support. That's why we're giving you YouTube Live tonight here at Riverside, the Taylor Lions tournament. Drive by Antonacci, off the mark, hustle, and now we're going to get a foul.
And 2 of my daughters, and now my granddaughter is at Diane Haddock School of Dance. So the daughters obviously graduated, but
Number 30, Julia
She does a great job over there, and her husband Ed, and her daughters, who are great athletes. One of her daughters, I can't remember if it was Morgan or Madison, was actually a regional winner of the home run derby and was down at Veterans Stadium representing northeastern Pennsylvania. That's how good of an athlete, good athletes and dancers her children were.
And I believe they're fans of watching Riverside Lady Vikes basketball all the time, so now they're sponsored. Good hustle there by Mountain View. Outside shot will be off the mark by Freely, almost made it. They're hanging tough here. Number 21, Samantha Jones, inside, outside, ball live. And the ball will go out of bounds. So hustle over there by McKeefery. Didn't go, and now it will be Riverside on defense as Mountain View will have the possession with 46 seconds to go. If you'd like to call Diane Haddock Studio of Dance, 570-562-2060. Diane Haddock Studio of Dance. Taylor with the steal coming down the other way, transition time. Trying to settle it down a little bit, look for a positive shot here. Inside, open Rose, the lefty, it's good.
3 players went to the ball, and nobody caught the Riverside player in the lane, and she had a wide open layup.
Well, Mountain View now coming down with 26 seconds to go. 34-16, Lady Vikes of Riverside in command here. Good pressure, good pressure, good pressure. And now it'll be a turnover, and it will be the Lady Vikes basketball. Get another substitution in here for Mountain View. Coach Kilmer explaining to her young ladies what she's looking for. Tilbury in, Satil in. Olanovich comes over to the bench, as does McKeefery. 18.8 seconds left to go. One shot coming up, Sid.
And by the way, you mentioned Diane Haddock. I saw Diane and Ed here at the game. They're faithful fans, always at the football games, always at the basketball games too. So, like every place. So you get the people who are fans and who support the athletic programs in their school districts. And those, you got to give tribute to those people because they're the ones that give the support to the kids and bring the money in that allows them to continue this.
Ball was tied up there. It'll be Mountain View basketball with 2.4 seconds to go here in the first half. So Olanovich and McKeefery are now in, and they will inbound, trying to get that final shot. It'll come up short. 34-16, Sid Michaels Kavulich, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a happy new year.
You too, John. I have to get out of here because my wife has dinner tonight, so I'm going to definitely join you again this season. A lot of fun. Good seeing you. Happy New Year, and
We are back and ready to go here for quarter number 3, 34-16. The Lady Vikes of Riverside, the Taylor Lions tournament. I want to thank Sid Michaels-Cavulls for joining us in that first half as the Lady Vikes will move the basketball around. Antonacci now with it. Takes it right to the rack and off the glass. Thank you, Diane Haddock, Studio Dance for over 30 years. The Diana Haddock Studio Dance has been a fixture of the Riverside business community. I want to thank her for her support. 570-562-2060 for Diane Haddock Studio of Dance for sponsoring tonight's basketball game here on YouTube Live on the John Mendola Show. 7:21 on the clock. Mountain View is down by 20 now, but they played feisty tonight. You got to like the effort. Good box out there, and Riverside comes up with it. Rose with it. Now Antonacci with the basketball. She'll look around, see what she could come up with. Gets it over. Taylor top of the key, and rainbow swish shot. 38-16 now. Mountain View will bring it down here. That is Abigail Neary with the basketball back over. They get it to number 44, Lucy Adams. Adams going to try to dipsy-do that. Isn't able to do that. No reach called. Now to be Taylor with the basketball. So they got a few girls here at the Lady Vikes. These freshmen, they can dribble a little bit as well. So Teal back to Taylor. Taylor long shot here. And she is on the mark. Another long range shot just inside the three-point line. 40-16 for Coach Jack Mikhailo's Lady Vikes. Now bringing it down, Mountain View, trying to find a little rhythm offensively with that basketball. Number 4, Freely, and it goes out of bounds, and Mountain View will still have the basketball with 6:11 to go. So Mountain View will inbound. And a lefty shot doesn't make the mark there. Good try by Jones. Hustle over there by number 44. That is Lucy Adams. So Lucy Adams playing feisty, trying to be a senior leader here on this team. They have a few of them. So Teal kicks it out. Antonacci for 3. And just over the rim, knocked alive, and Tilbury off the glass. Doesn't go, and now it'll come down the other way. It will be Adams with the basketball. Getting it underneath, little spin around. Nice effort there, and a shot by Mackenzie Bell. So Mountain View has a couple players that are a little long, probably 5'7", 5'8", or a little more. Antonacci will get bodied up. It will be a foul there by Freely.
Number 4, Eric Freely, second person, team first.
Inbound here, Tilbury back over to Taylor. Antonacci, 3. Got it. Julia Antonacci, 43-20 is the advantage here for the Riverside Lady Vikes with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now coming back the other way for Mountain View, kicking it around. The number 21 off of Taylor. Now Taylor gets Haley Tilbury involved. Tilbury trying to beat the traffic. It will go back to Mountain View here. 4:42 on the clock. Outside shot there by Neary. No go. So Teal has the basketball. Neary right in her grill right off the bat. So Teal pushing the pace just a little bit, trying to get the half-court set. Antonacci, another 3 ball, and nails that one. So Julia Antonacci throwing down the tray, 46-20. And now the Riverside Lady Vikes are adding to that lead. Ashley Kilmer just trying to get a little bit of offense going here for the Eagles of Mountain View. Neary with the basketball, tries to eye up the 3, doesn't go. Now back to Freely. Freely drives in, undersized, good to pick up the scraps on the inside to Samantha Jones. 46-22. Inside ball game. Now we're going to get a jump ball. So tied up over there by Jones. And it will be Mountain View basketball right now. I want to thank Diane Haddock Studio of Dance For over 30 years, Diane Haddock Studio Dance, a fixture in the Riverside business community. Many Lady Vike basketball players studied at the dance studio, including the three Haddock sisters, Morgan, Madison, and Mackenzie. And we appreciate what they do here in our community at Riverside. You could give Diane Haddock Studio Dance a call, 570-562-2060. Three-point attempt there, off the mark by Freely. Coming the other way is Sotil. Doesn't go. Rose coming up with the rebound, kicks it back out. And now we get a young lady. Okay. So Riverside basketball. Official was just trying to make sure the young ladies were okay, and everybody is good, including Rose. Sotil now with the basketball. Now Antonacci. Rose coming down the lane, and Rose off the glass. So Kayla Rose has been very good on that left shot down that lane with 2:54 on the clock. It is 48-22. We're in romper room stage here as Riverside has been pretty dominant here. And Mountain View will have the basketball underneath. Rio Lanovich will come in. Elise Karpinski as well for Coach Jack Mikhailo's group. They get a nice pick out there. Freely for the three is going to be short. Rebound by Rose, gets it over to Sotil. Sotil looking, surveying if she's got Antonacci here on the wing. Now Sotil will go to the other side, kick it back out. Olanovich back to Rose. Now Antonacci has it. She'll have an open three look and hits that one. Cannot leave Julia Antonacci open like that. And she hits that one 51-22 with 2:18 on the clock. Live high school basketball here on YouTube Live, the John Mendola Show. And they're going to call a foul. Might go against Sotil, as Olanovich was standing still and knocking the ball back into Mountain View, and Sotil did get the foul. That is her third. Freely is stripped away there by Sotil, and Rose gets it over to Natalie Sotil. Sotil kicks it out. Antonacci now back in to Rose, back out to Karpinski. Looking around to Antonacci with 1:49 on the clock. Olanovich for three. Doesn't go. Rebound here by Mountain View. So nice job by Lucy Adams. Gets it over to Freely. Freely over to Neary. And then tied up and made another foul. Might be Sotil's fourth. And it is. 1:37 on the clock. So Natalie Sotil has her fourth foul. Jack Mikhailo thinking about what he may do. If he's going to bring somebody in here for the final part of that third. Outside shot by Freely. Doesn't make it. Olanovich battling over there. It'll be Riverside basketball, knocked out of bounds by number 21, Samantha Jones. Maria LeBoy will check in now here for Riverside. So we're wrapping up quarter number three. Natalie Sotil right to the rack, doesn't make it. Karpinski the rebound, no go, battle, and it will go to Mountain View. So the rebound by Mackenzie Bell there. There's three team fouls total this half, 2 for Riverside and 1 for Mountain View. Good little fake there, and taking it to the rack, number 21, Jones, didn't make it. Olanovich now to Sotil, under 1 minute to play here. John Mendola, want to thank Diane Haddock Studio Dance for sponsoring the game this evening for the Riverside Lady Vikes. So Sotil's shot is off the mark. Coming back the other way is Freely. Freely dribbling in and out. Gets it over to her buddy Adams, and then up for a shot. Freely. So shooting two will be Erica Freely, the senior, with 42.1 seconds to go. Actually, they're going to call that on Antonacci. So her second foul. And now we get three players in. Maria LeBoy, Haley Tilbury, and number 13 into the ball game for Riverside. That is Bella Wikifree, the other freshman. And the shot goes. 51 to 24. 41 seconds on the clock. McKeefrey will come down with the ball and try to make something happen here for the Lady Vikes on their, hopefully their final possession. They're going to throw Karpinski up with the three. LeBoy battling underneath. Now here comes Mountain View the other way. It will be number 44, Lucy Adams. And then LeBoy gets the rebound. Olanovich has it 15.